Hey everyone, Phil with Foundation Wealth Planning. We're a financial planning and investment management firm that primarily helps Catholics align their finances with their values. And I want to provide a video today using some biblical principles and a verse in the Bible and tie it to some current events and some things that we can learn from it today. So if you've heard, the crypto market is really struggling. All of 2022 has been a disaster. Most recently has really gone down and is kind of imploding upon itself with the major liquidity problems, I guess, going on at FTX, a major exchange. So I wanted to kind of talk about, what that might mean in the context of some biblical finance. I am not going to go deep into what's going on at FTX and crypto in general, or give a lot of thoughts there. But I want to give more of a conceptual principle of something that you can apply beyond this situation. So if you remember back to 2020 and to 2021, there were a couple of really interesting investing phenomenons that had happened. Right, the first one that's was stock market related was the GameStop. Right. Everyone was really trying to get in on GameStop, and there was a whole big deal with that. But everyone got really interested in the stock market and in single stocks and trying to hit it big. The other big thing was that cryptocurrencies had just gone off the charts, right? They all exploded. Bitcoin and Ethereum ended up hitting all-time highs in the end of 2021. And, over the course of, from kind of 18 months from summer of 2018 through the end of 2021, it was kind of this incredible cryptocurrency bull run where the everything went nothing but up, to the moon, as those in those communities say. And a lot of people made a lot of money, but now as things have kind of come crashing back down to earth, I think a lot of people are losing a lot of money. And I just want to kind of bring this back to a principle in the Bible. And there's a passage in Proverbs that I think really hits home on this. So if you got your Revised Standard Edition, Proverbs 13:11 says, "Wealth hastily gotten will dwindle, but he who gathers little by little will increase it." Now, if you're the Douay-Rheims only type of folks, Douay-Rheims translation says, "Substance gotten in haste shall be diminished, but that which is by little but..." I gotta start over again. I can't even read it all. Sometimes the translations are a little bit more difficult. But it says, "Substance got in haste shall be diminished, but that which by little and little is gathered with the hand shall increase." So what's that basically saying? Slow and steady wins the race, right? So if you basically try to get rich quick, it's going to come back to bite you. And I think this is kind of part of our fallen human nature, where we are just trying so desperately to hit the grand slam. We desperately want to hit it really big, really fast. But in reality, that doesn't really line up with the Bible, right? It's about the diligence and kind of putting money away little by little, and going with things that have kind of a proven record, or at least things that you understand, right? I wouldn't go as far as to say that you can't invest into crypto, but you darn well better understand at least what it is and what is the investment thesis, what is the utility, does it make any sense at all to put any money into this thing? And if you know it's a high risk, make sure you have to know that before you put it in. But the idea that most people were chasing this solely to get rich quick, right? They saw an opportunity, they didn't really understand it, and if anybody was kind of seeing things going on online with the discussions on Twitter and various other social media platforms, it was kind of pitched like you've got to get in, and if you don't do this, you're not a very smart person. You like to just do the traditional investments. Well, that's boring, and you're going to get left behind. Everyone else is making huge returns, and you're missing out. And that's pretty powerful, right? The fear of missing out. Fear and greed are two powerful motivators. So it's a fear of missing out, and also the idea that you could just hit it big. You could put a little bit of money in and make a ton of money is appealing, right? Especially to us imperfect humans. But that's not really the way that the Bible would teach us to build wealth diligently over time. So as things are crashing down in the crypto market, a lot of cryptocurrencies are gonna cease to exist. Some will survive. It's probably going to end up similar to the .com burst, where there obviously were some amazing internet companies that came out of that time, but a lot went poof and never came back. So just be careful out there. Make sure you're understanding what you're investing in, and the old traditional type of investments are still very much viable. And if it's the slow and steady that wins the race, just make sure you're setting yourself up for success. So I hope that helps, and I hope that provides a little bit of context. I may have to talk a little bit more about what's going on in the world of cryptocurrencies, if that's of interest, or what's going on there at FTX. But this was just a high-level overview, just really the idea that everyone's trying to get rich quick, and that's just not really the way that you should go about it. And we all know that, but even I get caught up in it of the idea of trying to get in on something. And so I always have to pull myself back and try to step back from some of that emotion of things. So let me know in the comments if you got any other questions or you have any other topics you want to talk about. But I hope this helps, and appreciate y'all, and God bless.